If you've been following my advice so far, you shouldn't be getting too much finger pain at all, especially if you're not playing too long in one session. But that is inevitable at some point. It might start to happen, especially when you start playing chords and songs in your practice time. So how can we avoid that? Well, first of all, whenever you're practicing chord changes, remember, we don't always have to press down to the fretboard, as we've covered so far, unless you're strumming as well. If we're strumming as well, we do, but there's a lot of benefit to be gained by just focusing on the chord hand and practicing changes in isolation, which do not require you to press down the string to the fretboard at all. If it's the change you're practicing, just practice the change without adding that extra tension. People can have a lot of great results that way. But when we're playing chords and we're playing songs, we need that tension. We do need to press down a little bit harder. But there's a sweet spot to where we press down. So as well as following the program as we're doing and varying playing single notes, single strings, with playing chords as well, too much chord practice will always lead to sore fingers, even at the more advanced levels, especially after any time away. Playing frequent, short bursts of playing is the best way to avoid it, but sometimes it creeps up on us. So how can we prevent it in that manner? Well, I want you to try one simple exercise, which starts off just with the index finger fretting string 6 at fret 5, in the good position at this side of the fret, not this side of the fret. We're going to have the thumb directly behind it, but just a little bit lower on the fretboard, just above the middle. And we're going to press down on that note and pick it as you normally would, as you hopefully have been in the earlier sections of this course. And then I want you to give the pressure that you're pressing down with here a number out of 10. 10 being, could not be pressing down any harder, my finger is absolutely killing. And 1 being, I'm not getting the note ringing down at all, I'm just touching the string. What's the number so far where you are? Is it a 5? Is it a 7? Is it an 8? If you pause playing there, hopefully it's not a 10, because it doesn't require a 10 to get that note to ring out. If we're at this side of the fret and we play, and you press down lighter by a little bit and lighter and lighter, and then at some point, even with good positioning, the note starts to buzz just a hair more than that, and that's that sweet spot. If you give that a number, what number do you get for that? I get around a 3 or a 4. If this is 10 and 10 like actually increases the pitch of the note compared to this, it actually hits the note out of tune, and that kind of hurt. That's around a 4, maybe even a 3. When you're playing single notes as well, we can sometimes fret this note a little flatter and sometimes more on the tip. So if your fingertips are really hurting from playing chords, you can fret single strings flat rather than on the tip. Then we want to repeat this same exercise with the middle finger, giving it a number, relaxing, seeing if we can get that number down to a 3 or a 4 while we pick about every second. And then with the third finger, pick around every second. And hopefully by now your fingers are learning. They don't have to press down for dear life. We don't need gorilla grip. We can get just on the edge of that break up there. Just that slight fret noise. And that's about a 4 for me. Even try with the little finger, even though we're not going to use it too much just yet. That's little finger only. That's a little bit relaxed too much. And that's perfect. You can even, if this is something you really struggle with, try that on string 1, try it on string 3, and really see how light can I press down, but actually still get it to ring out. And then try and have your fingers start to memorize that in the fingers themselves. It's not a conscious thing, it's a muscle memory, it's a nervous system thing. So that when we're changing between E major and A major, or when we're fretting single notes, we're not fretting down, absolutely squeezing and pressing down and everything's tense, because that's not going to sound as good and it's going to slow down any of your changes. I really hope that helps. This is always something you need to recalibrate, but I really hope that helps you.
If you enjoy this video, why not check out the full beginner's course at andyguitar.co.uk. This includes exclusive videos, practice routines and song tutorials, plus weekly live lessons and a member-only Discord community so you can get the support you need while learning. All of this is available only as part of the Andy Guitar membership. Grab a 10-day free trial to try all of this for free. The link is in the description.